Internet. What's going on, support? It's Gaming Gab. And I thought that today we would go over the MK vs. DC universe endings. It's been a long time since I've seen some of those endings, and I know a lot of them are terrible. I know. They're all really short, too. I think they're all like 2 sentences, and a lot of them are really goofy, but I haven't seen them in a long time, years, so I figured it might be something that we can do real quick, since I don't think there's a lot of them. I forget how many characters are in that game. But yeah, we're gonna go over the MK vs. DC universe. And if anyone wants to play MK1 before then I'm more than happy to do so. Oh, Marvel Rivals updated. Okay. Support, how you doing tonight? Are you ready for some MK vs. DC? And if so, who did you play in that game? I don't remember who. I remember playing that game, but oh, actually, hold on. Let's get this ending.
For many years, Farah and Tor were a symbiotic pair, as is natural with their species. But that bond was broken when Farah came of age and began the Great Transformation. Farah Tor returned to the Tarkatan Wastes, where Farah began her metamorphosis. The process took an agonizing 3 outworld years, during which time Tor withered and died. Now a brute, Farah will be chosen by a rider. A new symbiotic pairing will be forged, and new battles will be won.
Crazy. How long is an outworld year? Have they ever gone over that? Oops. Yeah, how long is an outworld year? That's crazy. Support says, I always loop that music. I loop the corrupted Shinnok death mute. Wait, what? I always loop corrupted Shinnok death with the music. With what music? That same music? Farah Tor ending basically tells us the origin story of their whole character, essentially. Yeah, not just their character, but their whole race, it seems. That they eventually grow up to become a rider, and then they form a new symbiotic relationship while the other one just waits and dies. Like, Tor can't eat on his own or something? Or do they just become less intelligent? There's so many questions there with Farah Tor. Maybe an outworld year is years longer than Earthrealm. Could be. Yeah, I mean, I really wish that they would go into detail about it. At least give us some semblance on what that might look like. So, for example, I don't know if you are familiar with Game of Thrones, but Game of Thrones, one of the coolest things I like about Game of Thrones is they only have two seasons. They got summer and winter, and apparently both can last for years. So like one of the characters, Bran, he's like 12 or something like that, and he's never seen a winter, and it's at random. So I like that they never tell you specifically how long a season is, but you kind of come to understand that these seasons can last a really, really long time. Support says that implies that Tor used to be like Farah. Exactly. Yep. And then I wonder, how do they choose the person that will be their writer? Like, so many questions with Farah Tor. I really feel like they could have excuse me, I really feel like they could have done more of a deep dive. I know Ferrator is not really a fan favorite character, but I don't know, in dialogue or in pre-fight dialogue, or in bios and stuff like that, like they could really craft the lore of this character, and I think it would be pretty cool. Obviously, I wouldn't want too much to be revealed. You want to leave some stuff for the imagination, but give us enough to kind of sink our teeth into. And I think there's enough questions with Ferrator that they could do that. But yeah, you hit the nail on the head. It does imply that Farah, or that Tor, used to be a writer like Farah was. Alright, let's get one more ending before we do some MK versus DC. Now, in Injustice, and there's a lot of ends there. In the game Injustice, I used to main Green Lantern, but I completely forgot who I used in MK versus DC. I forget who's in that game. There's like the typical Wonder Woman, like I mean, I know I still use Sub-Zero, but oh, I don't have Jax's ending. Okay, let's do Jax real quick. Okay. But yeah, I used to use Sub-Zero, and I'm trying to think what DC characters did I use? Was it Batman? I have no idea. Shang is in that game, I believe. Man, I don't remember. I know there was a time where I wanted to use Mr. Fantastic. Like it's a Fantastic Four. Shazam is what Captain Marvel. That's where I'm trying to get to. All right, Jax, where are you? Wrestler, pumped up. Gains a mini slime and backbreaker. The rocket and submachine gun. This is what Justin Wong used to make that kid cry. We're gonna go with pumped up. We're gonna go very easy. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I never use Jax. What is Jax's ending in this game, actually? I don't remember.
My ancestors aid me. Your spooky hokum don't scare me. It should.
Round one, fight.
Old man Jax. I kind of like what they did with the characters in this game. How they're all seasoned, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And I would really have loved to see what. I mean, we know what happens next with MK11, but I really love these characters the way they are here, with Sub-Zero and Scorpion like making peace, and Scorpion finally being human again. Liu Kang being a villain. I feel like Liu Kang being a villain they could have done much more with that. Maybe both Liu Kang. What would have been cool is Liu Kang as a villain, Raiden as Dark Raiden, and then the good guys. So there's three different factions, all vying for something. I don't know, but I feel like there's a lot of cool stories that can be told like that, where I guess it's just like Johnny Cage and maybe the Combat Kids is one faction. You know, the good guys, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, them. Then you have like the Netherrealm people with the Revenants, and then you have Dark Raiden.
Trying to soften me up.
Man,
Fists are for.
that sounds dope.
Fight.
Oh wait, support says something here. Support says some of the endings in MKX do connect, but they also contradict. Like Aaron Black contradicts Jax. Oh, you're right. So yeah. Where it's like I believe Sonya is a part of that too, where Sonya has to choose which one of them dies, and then she finds out that it was she chose Jax, and Jax dies, and that ending connects to Aaron Black killing Jax, or no, Aaron Black kills the Combat Kids. I don't remember. And then I think there's another set of endings that connect in this game. Man, I feel like there's a video there. I need to remember that. Connecting endings, or I don't know. I don't know if there's enough for a video, but that is a great idea. Support. I mean, if that's something you don't want to do, I will be more than happy to do a video like that. But I think I will look into that. Endings that seem to connect, whether they are canon or not. I don't know. I don't know how to approach something like that. How to word that video to make it seem interesting. But there's something there. There's something there. I was thinking about doing one where it's a video where they all, oh, that's what I'm looking for. So it's like all the Easter eggs for Kronika, like before we got her. And I realized that it's not you know, they probably didn't know it was going to be Kronika when they did these Easter eggs, but these are things that hint towards Kronika being a thing in certain endings. I believe so, like Jade's MK9 ending is a hint, and then I think there's the Deception ending for Ermac is like a hint that Kronika is lurking. But I need to watch more endings to see if there's anything else that might, because I don't think 2 endings isn't really going to make an interesting video. But that's what I got in the back of my mind that I want to do. Support says it's kind of like MK4 where Jax, Jarek, and Sonya ending, but also contradict. Yes, exactly. And kind of like Sector and Cyrax's ending, even though, well, that's only an alternate ending, I guess, to the same thing, or Melina and Kitana. But yeah, the Jarek, Sonya, Jax one, yeah, that they contradict each other. Or I mean, I guess they're all also just alternate endings. That would be the only way I could really explain it. I mean, they're all Mortal Kombat. I mean, fighting game endings in general are all what if situations. Support says in Sonya's ending, Jarek doesn't show up on the cliff and Sonya tells Jax she's okay and leave. In Jarek and Jax ending, Sonya gets thrown off the cliff. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it's kind of like an alternate ending. In Sonya's ending, Jarek just dies, but in Jax or Jarek's ending, Sonya gets thrown off, and then it's almost like Jax is an extension of the. So Sonya's ending and Jarek's ending are like alternate endings to each other, but then Jax is an extension to Jarek's alternate ending. If that makes any sense. And then there's just a bunch of just alternate endings to the same ending. Like I said, Melina and Kitana, and Sector and Cyrax. Who else? I think Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Even though more than likely Scorpion's is the canon ending. Yeah. So there's a few of those. Ooh. Okay. Support says plot twist. Suna's ending is what originally happened, and Jarek Jack's ending is timeline altered by Chronica. Yeah, could be. I mean, clearly Sonya's in Deadly Alliance, so she didn't go off the cliff. And Jarek is not in Deadly Alliance, so maybe that's exactly what happened. Oh, yeah. I feel like, I mean, when it comes to new characters, so few really just really become popular enough to stick around. Like Kenshi is a big one, and I guess I guess Scarlet, and who's like a new character that just people absolutely love, or one of the newer characters, like not an original arcade era character.
Come, amuse me.
But when it comes to stuff like Jarek and Reiko and stuff like that, it feels like, I don't know, the team doesn't have any trust in putting these characters in like more than just a couple of games. It was 15%. That was 18. But yeah, I really want to look into what endings hint towards Chronica. So, I don't know how I can. I just gotta watch all the MK endings, really. But so off the top of my head, the only ones I can think of is Jade MK9 and Ermac. Ermac in Deception. But speaking about endings, we're about to get started on these in these MK versus DC endings, and maybe we should actually go into Injustice as well, because I don't remember the Injustice endings at all either. I really like what they did with Injustice, where they had like Black Lightning is just a skin of Raiden, or vice versa, anyway.
Round one, fight.
I always thought that was cool, and I don't know why they don't incorporate a similar system with Mortal Kombat. I'm not really sure how they could do that. Maybe it's like Chameleon and Chameleon, like both of the Chameleons. Like maybe they're no, you can't do that because one copies the male ninja and one copies the female ninja. But you could do, jeez, I don't know. Who has similar powers that they can switch? I don't think there is anyone.
All in a day's work.
Unless they wanted to do, I don't know. Maybe if they did like characters not from a game, like the Lin Kuei Grandmaster or something like that. Maybe he's just like a different skin of Sub-Zero
Not yet.
or Smoke. I don't know.
I see.
Look at this stash on this man. My gosh. This man does not... That mustache does not look Chinese. Oh, I guess it could be. Let me stop. Oh my gosh, are you losing? Vlad, what's going on, sir? Currently, I'm not losing. I'm hunting for endings, and it's on very easy. So if I were losing, it would be a sad case here. An extremely sad case. Must... Exactly. That... Oh, man. What a stash. No wonder Kung Lao can't find a woman. Man, I forget how beautiful this game is, man. Look at the moon.
All in a day's work.
Oh, MKX was a thing of beauty. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't know who they can get to do something similar to what they did with Injustice with the skins, with just the skins kind of representing different characters, because it was really cool how they had, what was her name? I think it was Cheetah and Vixen. And then, like I said, they had Raiden and, Raiden and Black Lightning were just skins of each other. But with, completely different voice acting, completely different, pre-match dialogue, all of that. So they seem like like they could pump out more characters without having to program moves and special moves and all that stuff. Corey, what's going on, Corey? Hold on 1 second here. Well, we got some comments. We have support saying plot twist. Fujin is actually another version of Kung Lao, stuck in a loop where he becomes God of Wind. You know what? Well, no, their attacks wouldn't really make sense because Fujin uses more wind stuff. My homeboy Vlad says, when you're not trying to die, practically it's easier to take in the scenery. 100% agree, sir. And Corey, what's going on, Corey? Hope you're doing well this evening. We're just about to jump into... We're about to watch some endings for Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. Oh, gosh. Just walked into that. Anyway, I'm just getting this ending real quick for Jax. And then we're gonna jump into the endings for MK versus DC. I'm just doing this because I want to have every ending recorded so that if I ever want to do like some sort of lore video or I just want to do a video of all the endings, I actually have them all instead of having to like go online and download a video of someone else having the endings. So I just want to run through these games, and oddly enough, I did not have all the endings in MKX, and I don't have all the endings in MK11, so I'm going to have to do MK11 eventually as well. But we only got like 2 more fights. We got Shinnok. We're going to get this ending for Jax, and then we're jumping into that MK versus DC schlock goodness. Completely terrible.
You risk much, Briggs. Got a daughter to protect. She will soon be mine.
Round 1.
That's creepy.
Fight.
Man, I feel like Shinnok doesn't get enough respect from the MK fans. Oh yeah, this high-low garbage. Man, the Jinsei looks so great in this game. I'm not trying to say that like MK11 or MK1 doesn't. Actually, man, MK11 and MK1 both look fantastic too. Just the aesthetics of these games are great.
Round 2. Fight.
Nice, good planning ahead, says Vlad. Yes, thank you very much, sir. Yeah, I just want to have them all on hand, so you know, I don't know, in case I want to do something, in case I just want to look through them for some lore content. You know how it is. Ooh. Hold on a second. Corey says Shinnok does not deserve respect from MK fans. What? The man is an elder god. He's basically Lucifer, right? He was a divine person, a divine creature or whatever, a god, and then he fell from grace into the Netherrealm, which Netherrealm is their version of hell. And he's trying to destroy all of reality and all mortals, essentially. The man is Lucifer. What do you mean? I guess saying Lucifer deserves respect is kind of weird. But, and then we got Vlad saying Shinnok does not get enough, period. Look at him. He ain't pulling honeys. I'm sure he has some undead honeys that he's the ruler of the Netherrealm. The man has something down there. That'll be my guess anyway. Support says, with the introduction of Chronica, Shinnok will always be painted as a joke, unfortunately. What makes you say that? Just because Chronica is essentially more powerful than he is? I don't know if that's fair to say. I think Shinnok is still demands, I don't know, respect? I don't know if respect is the right word. Shinnok is the lamest boss in all of MK history? What? The Lord Shinnok? Alright, I'm gonna turn this up just for this ending. I'll be right back.
After Shinnok's fall, the hospitalized Johnny Cage asked Jax to fill in as leader of his squad. Jax agreed. It was a chance to spend time with and protect Jackie. Boarding their transport after a routine mission, Jax's greatest fears were realized as the mercenary Aaron Black sprung from the cargo bay and fired on the young heroes. Fortunately for Jackie and company, Jax's quick reflexes and bulletproof arms deflected the assassin's rounds. Jax quickly subdued Black, then slipped into shock as a red stain engulfed his chest.
Oh, dying in your own ending is terrible. But Support and I were talking about this earlier, that this is just one of a couple different endings that kind of link together. Him, Sonya, and shoot, I forget who else. Okay, hold on, let me see here. Shinnok is the lamest. Oh my gosh, how dare you? Shinnok is the lamest boss in MK history. How dare you diss the Lord Shinnok in that manner? Vlad says the man is going through a lot to get Jax's system. He's taking a heck of a whooping to get his daughter, is what he's trying to get, which is a lot more weird when you think of it that way. Like, there's some implications there that I'm not comfortable with. Shinnok literally told Quan Chi that as payment for his loyalty services, he is granted the gift of his existence. Exactly, the best line of any villain in MK. Support Shao Kahn, one of the few characters that did not die in his ending in a game, but he went insane from merging all the realms in Armageddon because he had nothing left to take. Yes, I remember that Armageddon ending. Poor guy. That's failing. I guess you can be too successful I suppose you can be too successful. All right, you guys. Let's jump into the endings for MK versus DC. We're gonna go over the ending. We'll do one ending at a time, and then we'll kind of talk about it, and then we'll go on from there. Okay, I already got it loaded up. So let's get started on Scorpion's ending. Let me know how the volume is, you guys, by the way. So hold on one second while I play this.
Though Dark Khan was defeated, his consciousness lived on.
Give me like a 1 in the chat if it's okay, and I don't know. Just let me know if it's okay, if it needs to be higher or lower. I don't know where I was going with that. Give me a 1 in the chat, but whatever. Just give me a higher, lower, or it's okay. Oh, hold on. We got some comments here. We got Vlad. It reminds me of when Black Manta said, Black Manta grants Black Manta safety. Guarantees Black Manta safety. And promptly gets trounced by Young Justice. I remember. Well, I don't remember that line in particular, but I do remember Young Justice. Vlad said, it sounds good. Okay, thank you very much. Corey says, I will grant you literally nothing for your hand. Work as my loyal employee of the month. That's what makes him such a boss. This man said, listen, you're gonna devote your life to me. You are literally going to worship me. And then in return, I give you the gift of your existence. That's boss level lines right there. Support says, Shao Kahn's ending basically made me think about Onaga Deception ending, where he became the one being. So what was his plan after floating around in the void for eternity? You know what? I thought the exact same thing. So he is all consciousness. He is all sentience. And there's nothing left, just him. And then he goes to sleep. Like what? I don't know. Poor Scorpion got screwed over in MK versus DC ending. Does he? I don't. Like I said, I don't remember these endings. So this is gonna be a treat for me. Vlad says, I'll text it to you for your viewing pleasure. Please do, sir. Send that over. Scorpion basically became Batman in his MK versus. So that's something I do remember. A lot of the characters sort of become the spiritual successor of a character from the other universe. I do remember that. That's Amazon facility manager lines, not boss lines. I mean, the managers are kind of like bosses. All right. Let's play this ending real quick.
The Dark Lord's power and maliciousness found the perfect host in the body of the wrathful Scorpion. In the midst of his agony, Scorpion knew that he would soon be the most powerful creature in the universe, if he survived the transformation.
Is that it? Oh, that's garbage. Okay. If he survived the transformation, that's lame. Support says, imagine floating in the void forever after literally absorbing the entire, not just the entire universe. He merged all the realms. And remember, every realm technically is its own universe. Ed Boon has said that there are no physical borders to the universe, and of each realm. There's no physical borders to each realm. So every realm is its own universe. He merged them all into one and then absorbed all of those just to stare at nothing. Like, okay. Support says, my bad. It was Sub-Zero that becomes Batman. Ah, okay. Yeah, Scorpion did get screwed. That ending is terrible. All right, Sub-Zero is next. Speak of the devil. All right, let's go.
Fighting alongside the forces of light during the World Merge crisis, Sub-Zero came to a realization. He was no longer the assassin he had been, nor was he comfortable among the self-proclaimed defenders of Earthrealm. Inspired by one of the invaders, Sub-Zero decided he would work for the good of the realm, but on his own terms. He would be a mostly solitary figure, blending in with the dark and the cold. Sub-Zero left the Lin Kuei and donned a new costume befitting this new endeavor. But the Lin Kuei do not tolerate desertion, as he will soon discover.
Sub-Zero is always being chased down. Just always, just forever. The Lin Kuei will not leave this man alone. I remember in his Armageddon ending, when he wins, like he defeats Blaze, he does right by everyone, and then the gods are like, yeah, but you're a false god, so you have to die. Like, this man never gets a break. Ever. Hold on. Support says, I don't know, sometimes the realms are portrayed as being in the same universe, but as planets in media, like Battle of the Realms. I don't think so. I don't think they've ever been portrayed like that, have they? I know that Ed Boon has said there are no physical borders to the realms. None of them. So technically, they're all within their own galaxy, I guess. Maybe the realms are just all in the same universe, but just really, really, really far away. But there are no physical borders to each realm. Hold on one second. Oh, jeez. Okay, OBS. Okay, there we go. The fact that MK vs. DC technically happens after MK3 story. Yeah, it does technically happen at that time, because I believe they mention, I believe it's like right after MK3, like it begins as MK3 ends, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, hold on one second, you guys. I apologize. Give me a moment here. I am terrible at this. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm ready. So let's move on. The next ending we got is gonna be Sonya Blade. Here we go. All right.
During the World Merge crisis, a member of the Green Lantern Corps was killed. At the moment of his death, his power ring traveled to Sonya, taking her as its new master. When the worlds were once again separated, the ring stayed with her. Now she has the ultimate weapon, but only one charge. She must use the ring sparingly until she can find a way to replenish its power.
Why they gotta do Sonya dirty like that? She only has one charge. But you know what? That is actually a pretty cool premise, where you have this ultimate weapon, but there is a finite amount of use you have of it. I think that's actually more interesting than Green Lantern in general, in my opinion. Support says, right, that's correct, and it does explain why both Kung Lao and Johnny are missing from MK vs. DC. In MK3, Johnny was supposed to be dead. Right. Sonya is the new Green Lantern. She's the Green Lantern of Earthrealm, at the very least, the Earthrealm quadrant. But she can only use it sparingly. I think that's dope, actually. I like that plot point. Okay, next person we got. Oh, Corey says, why doesn't Sonya dress like this anymore? Oh, gosh, Corey. I'm surprised you didn't start on this sooner, actually. All right, the next ending we got here is going to be none other than your boy, Shang Tsung. Vlad said, okay, took some looking, but I found the clip. Oh, nice. Send that over. Sending it to you on Discord. Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Okay, we're going to go into Shang Tsung.
Impressed with Captain Marvel's fighting ability, but angered by his defeat at the hero's hands, Shang Tsung sought to create a race of super warriors. They would have Captain Marvel's abilities, but would be a perversion of the hero's image. Through sorcery, he combined blood from a torn piece of Captain Marvel's cape with the flesh of a Tarkatan corpse. Never before had his flesh pits echoed with the roar of such a monstrosity. With an army of super Tarkatans, Shang Tsung will be invincible.
Yo, Vlad was talking about getting honeys. Look at Shang Tsung, though. The man is The man is knee deep in women. This man is drowning in punani. Okay, hold on 1 second. Speaking about Vlad, he said literally the hardest thing Black Manta ever said. 42 seconds of greatness. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I would play it on stream, but you know, YouTube, they don't take kindly to copyrighted material. Support says, by the way, I'm still gonna finish the Kitana videos just on my own time plus live. Oh, I feel you. Well, yeah, when those go up, let me know, because I think you did a great job with the ones that you put up already. Corey says, no, really. Why does somebody talk? Because she doesn't want to, sir. Vlad says, yeah. You feel me, sir. Okay, speaking about the women, we got the next ending coming up, and it is none other than Kitana.
With no base of operations after their devastating losses in Outworld, Kitana sought asylum in Earthrealm for her surviving Edenian resistance fighters. Raiden granted them Shang Tsung's abandoned island, where they would remain hidden from mortal eyes. Kitana and her warriors remade the former site of the Mortal Kombat tournament into a bastion of beauty and light. To honor the god of Edenia, they renamed their new home Argus Island.
So basically, Kitana is Wonder Woman now? This is just Amazon Island, is my guess. Which, okay. Argus Island. Alright, I feel it. Oh, hold on. Support says fans back in the day always made gay jokes about Shang Tsung and Quan Chi. Quan Chi is evidently a ladies' man. Yo, what? Or Shang Tsung is evidently a ladies' man. Absolutely. Do you not remember who he was chilling with in Mortal Kombat Conquest with Vorpax? Oh, the dime piece who is Vorpax. Yeah, it was Shang Tsung always got honeys. Kitana's so cute in this game, says Corey. You're just looking at her thighs. That's what that is, Corey. That's not cute. Okay, you're just looking at skin. Kitana's such a beautiful cutie pie in this game. Oh yeah, Corey. Oh, okay, we're not gonna go into that. Support says Kitana in this ending is basically Wonder Woman, also mixed with Sindel. She eventually made her own Edenia. Yeah, that makes sense. Support. Also, I saw Edenian women that look like Melina and Jade. I mean, they're dressed in their colors, right? You got Melina and Jade behind her. So, yeah, an island of all women, isolated. It's clearly a homage to Wonder Woman. So the only thing that I don't like about this game is that it feels like almost nothing is canon. they never really mention anything. They don't ever mention what happens in MK versus DC and any other Mortal Kombat games, but oh, actually in 11 they do because of Joker. But in the Injustice games, they mention that they remember the Mortal Kombat characters, so clearly it did happen, but I don't know. I don't know how do you square that circle as far as how canonically accurate MK versus DC is when it comes to Mortal Kombat. And maybe it's just something that they don't care to connect. Corey says, I love her outfit in this game. I mean, yeah, it's similar to the original outfit in MK2. Quan Chi might be a different story, though. Support, how dare you hate on Quan Chi? Quan Chi got honeys, too. Do you not remember Conquest? You have to watch Conquest. Mortal Kombat Conquest. Quan Chi has the ladies. The man loves the ladies. Corey says Kitana is my favorite character in this game. She's actually really good in this game, if I remember correctly. So I can understand why. Support says Chronica made the MK characters forget and continued on with MK4. It's as good as an explanation that I could come up with, so I guess so. Alright. The next ending we're going to touch on is going to be Jackson Briggs.
Badly injured in the melee with the otherworldly invaders, Jax knew he must enhance his cybernetics to save his own life. He underwent massive anatomical restructuring, replacing most of his body with mechanized, fully armored versions. Jax is now more powerful than ever, but at the cost of his humanity.
Can this man get a happy ending ever? Jeez, he's always saving Sonya or having, oh man. I guess in MK4 his ending is pretty good. And in MK11. Okay. I just disproved my own theory, but okay. No problem. But geez, Jax. Ay. Support says, I thought Sonya was Corey's favorite character. Not just Sonya, specifically Mortal Kombat 11 version of Sonya is his favorite character. All right, you guys. Next ending is the champion of Mortal Kombat, Liu Kang. Oh, hold on. Recency bias? Yeah, exactly. Recency bias. So ironic. So ironically, Jax becomes Cyborg. Oh, like Cyborg from Teen Titans. Funny thing is, Cyborg was never in this game. Cyborg was not in this game. Were there any Titans at all in this game? I don't think so. Yeah, but clearly that is a homage to Cyborg with the one eye and the one like Cyborg eye and whatnot. Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's see what they do to Liu Kang.
Through intense study, Raiden was able to unlock the secrets of the Rock of Eternity and determine its function. He decided to emulate it and create a Captain Marvel of Earthrealm. Raiden infused Liu Kang with his own power as well as the abilities of his fellow gods Argus, Fujin, and others. In order to transform himself into a being of unstoppable power, Liu Kang need only shout, "Mortal Kombat."
That's not even clever. More like Shazam is like an acronym for all of the gods, but Mortal Kombat, they could do better than that. So Liu Kang, right, champion of Mortal Kombat, he wrecks everyone. This is after MK3, so he had already beaten Shang Tsung in MK1. He He went to Outworld, beat Shao Kahn in MK2. Shao Kahn invades Earth. He beats him again in MK3, and then we're like, let's just give him more power. If he ever turned rogue, how would they stop this man? Corey says, sadly, Melina was not in this game. Yeah, true. I know that they were supposed to do Quan Chi as DLC. I forget Quan Chi and who else. But maybe if they did a second round of DLC, probably Melina would be high up on that list, but who knows? Support says, maybe in MK vs. DC, Jax is Cyborg's origin story. Like, he is Cyborg. Support says, like how Raiden is shown as one of the Elder Gods in Liu Kang's ending, even though he is not an Elder God until MK4. Well, I think it says Raiden and the Elder Gods, right? Okay, let's listen to this rubbish one more time. Hold on.
Through intense study, Raiden was able to unlock the secrets of the Rock of Eternity and determine its function. He decided to emulate it and create a Captain Marvel of Earthrealm. Raiden infused Liu Kang with his own power as well as the abilities of his fellow gods Argus, Fujin, and others. In order to transform himself into a being of unstoppable power, Liu Kang need only shout, "Mortal Kombat."
I mean, I guess they allude to him being an Elder God, but they never really state that Raiden is an Elder God here. So, anyway, okay, the next person, oddly enough, is the Guardian of Earthrealm, Raiden.
As the interdimensional conflict ended, Raiden returned to Earthrealm, only to discover that exposure to his homeworld's sun weakened him greatly. The sorcerer Quan Chi offered Raiden a jade-colored stone that would replenish his power in return for his sworn allegiance. Where Quan Chi acquired this stone is a mystery. Raiden must now decide between servitude to an evil sorcerer or mortality.
So it's kind of like Superman under a red sun, and then I guess the kryptonite restores his power. That's what's happening to Raiden here. Man, just beat down Quan Chi and take the take the stone by force. Hold on one second. We got some comments here. We got support saying, in this game, I wonder if Shinnok must be pissed that his freedom from Netherrealm is taking so long. Corey says, poor Raiden got screwed over. I mean, people are getting screwed over left and right in these endings. Chloe, what's going on, Chloe? Yes, the best game ever made. MK versus DC, you know it. Support says, crazy thing how the invasion in MK versus DC... crazy thing how the invasion in MK versus DC, because Quan Chi, to be free from the Netherrealm, he always escapes, but Shinnok somehow never can. Well, Shinnok is bound. He's like bound to the Netherrealm, essentially. Quan Chi, I don't believe, is. Quan Chi is just like any other denizen of the Netherrealm, and he can leave his realm if he finds a portal or something like that. But I don't believe it's kind of like how it's kind of like an inverse of Shao Kahn, how Shao Kahn is restricted from entering Earthrealm because of Sindel's ward. But Shinnok is the opposite. He can't go to any other realm unless shenanigans, essentially. Chloe says, best crossover game since Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Quan Chi in MK vs. DC was bound to the Netherrealm too, though. He still escaped. I don't think so. I don't think Quan Chi was ever bound to the Netherrealm. He could always just escape as long as you find a portal. Just like in the beginning to Deadly Alliance, he just needed to find a portal. I guess there's just not a lot of portals in the Netherrealm, but because I guess essentially you're sent there as a punishment. But no, he's not bound to the Netherrealm the way Shinnok is. Shinnok was sent there by the Elder Gods. Quan Chi wasn't sent there by the Elder Gods. And well, to be fair, we don't really know how Quan Chi got into the Netherrealm. We speculate that he was just... I guess there are just demons that just are born in the Netherrealm. I don't know. Quan Chi loved being shirtless. He really does. All right. Next ending.
Though the combat rage completely disappeared once Dark Khan was defeated, it drove Kano irreversibly mad. Turning on friend and foe alike, he became an outcast. Kano's appearance changed as well. He has painted his face to further express his seething anger. Alone in the depths of insanity, Kano endlessly repeats, "Death to Shang Tsung! Death to Shang Tsung! Death to Shang Tsung!"
So he becomes Joker? Because reasons? Like, what? Who wrote these endings, man? Like, what? We're just gonna make it. I guess he is the most comedically gifted villain in Mortal Kombat. So if anyone was gonna be like the Joker, I guess it makes the most sense. But it still makes little sense. Chloe says, with the way things are now, they can really make an MK vs. DC 2 with a better roster and story. I would hope story, yes. But yeah, they have a lot of... I think they have... Or at least with Injustice 2, they kind of had the keys to the kingdom for what characters they wanted to use. Melina and Harley Quinn interacting in this game would have been something. Yeah, I agree. Support says, Quan Chi... old lore was confusing. In Deception, he is either born in the Netherrealm or is an Oni, or in MK4, he is a form of unknown realm as a free roaming sorcerer. Yeah, they never specifically say. We do know that he's part of the Brotherhood of Shadow and he worships Shinnok, but what does that mean? Like, as far as where he was born and whatnot, or how he got to the Netherrealm, we just don't know. Let me see here. Support says Kano, the origin of Joker. Ridiculous. Vlad says, painting his face. Come on, that's kind of cringe. I 100% agree. It's very cringe. It doesn't make any sense. Corey says, why does Kano hate Shang Tsung? Great question. I mean, I don't know. Remember, I don't know if you've watched the, what is the Kenshi animated movie called? Snowblind. In Snowblind, you see there's kind of resentment there between Kano and Shang Tsung because of the times Kano worked for him, I guess. But this seething hate for Shang Tsung, I don't know, doesn't make any sense. This was Kano's Joker moment. Yeah, clearly. Kano hates Shang Tsung because he's... What? Okay, I refuse to acknowledge that. Okay, with that being said, let's jump into the next ending.
As the worlds returned to normal, the combat rage dissipated in its victims, except the Tarkatans. Through the rage, the savage outworld race has descended to an even greater level of bloodlust. Marking their foreheads with the blood of their enemies, they now storm throughout the realms, dominating all.
Of course, Baraka gets an even lamer ending. It's an MK11 callback, man. Relax. I remember his pre-match dialogue about the sausage. You don't have to delete the message. It's fine. It's not. I'm just teasing you, sir. I'm just teasing you.
As the world separated, the Joker discovered he had retained his new powers. With them, he soon controlled all of Gotham, proclaiming himself Mayor Joker. Under his rule, the city devolved into chaos. He now holds a tournament in which contestants are forced to fight to the death for his amusement. The winner will face off against the Joker himself.
So Joker just becomes Shang Tsung of Gotham because I mean by powers, I guess they mean the rage. I don't know if everyone here remembers what rage was, but rage was just I guess they got angry and then what's the word I'm looking for? Would randomly become more powerful, so they become faster, stronger, and more resilient for a moment. And then that was also an in-game mechanic that you could use, the rage. So basically, they're saying that he retained the ability to go into the rage state and then just beat everyone down and then started holding a tournament. Support says, Joker, so I'm the new Shang Tsung or Shao Kahn. Basically, it's funny how they don't even mention Batman and his ending. You think that would be I don't know, it would make sense to at least mention him playing a part? Shouldn't the merging of different universes cause the one being to awaken? No. I mean, two universes would not awaken the one being. I think the one being needs every universe to merge to become to wake up. Corey says, I love the robot chicken scene where Joker gets executed finally. I don't remember that, but I love robot chicken, so I'm gonna have to look that up. All right, let's get to the next ending.
Having been infused with the power of magic during her teleportation to the alternate universe, Catwoman found that she could transform at will into a Black Panther. Her increased strength and agility made her a cat that would never again be caged.
Man, these endings are just as bad as I remember. So, Selena Kyle can turn into a cat randomly and run around, I guess. Like, it doesn't even. This is. Oh, man. Mortal Kombat is so much better than this. There's nothing even clever. Low effort, 100%. 100%. Oh, hold on. Support says, plot twist, Joker in this ending isn't the Joker we know, but actually just Kano in the future that went to Gotham. Corey says, in segment of Robot Chicken, the Joker finally gets the death penalty and suffers a brutal death by electrocution. Jeez. Hopefully they could. I mean, Robot Chicken does a good job of making dark stuff like that funny, so I will check that out. I'll absolutely check that out. But in the meantime, let's get to the next ending.
As a result of Liu Kang's aura attunement, the Flash discovered he had retained a psychic bond with the warrior. The two agreed to warn each other of any cross-universal breaches. It wasn't long until Liu Kang appeared before the Flash, warning him of an impending attack by the sorcerer Quan Chi.
Oh, that's it? He's just warns him, and then he punches Quan Chi. Oh man, you would think they would really just go all out on the ironic endings that they always do in Mortal Kombat, like all the clever nods to other stuff, but this is just something happened. Like Liu Kang and Flash can talk to each other. Why? Reasons. And Quan Chi's attacking the DC universe. Why? Reasons. And then let me give this man a right hook at light speed. Vlad says, just think, this is someone's first MK ending. Yeah, that is, what a taste to leave. What an impression to leave. Support says the Robot Chicken skit is what would have happened in the DC universe was realistically. No way Batman just keeps putting these villains in Arkham and always escape and repeat. That's the mission, sir. That is the Batman's mission. Liu Kang shows up and just daps the Flash up. Keep in mind, John Tobias in 2008 actually come back to MK one more time to do this game. Support, you're right, but I think he only consulted with the aesthetics of some of the characters. I don't think he really did any of the writing or anything like that, and it shows in this game. It absolutely shows. You would think, I mean, this was after Armageddon. So we've seen like all that great buildup with Onaga, from Deadly Alliance to Deception, and all the, I mean, granted, the ending sequences for the Armageddon endings were nothing to write home about, but some of them were kind of cool as far as the ultimate end of some of these characters. But these endings are just the lowest of efforts. I think Vlad summed it up perfectly when he said low effort. These are just, okay, what are we going to do? He can talk to someone from the other universe and then he punches someone in the cheek. Look at Quan Chi's cheek. Okay, all right. Let's move on to the next ending.
After his encounter with the invaders and their magical powers, Superman knew he was vulnerable to similar assaults in the future. With the aid of the wizard Shazam, he applied ancient Kryptonian lore to the creation of a new costume, giving him resistance to magic. Attacks by sorcerers and demons now have no effect on the Man of Steel.
Oh, but Superman just becomes more broken. Like, we just make Superman more disgusting. Corey says, imagine an MK-style game, but with serial killers as the fighters. People have been saying that for a long time because NetherRealm has so many like horror movie characters that they could probably do something like that. By the way, there is a game like that. There's an indie game that is like that, where it's just, I forget the name. Oh, I forget the name of it. But you know what? That's gonna bother me. Hold on. There absolutely is a game like that. I think you can play it on Steam. I'll get you the name. Hold on. But WB and NetherRealm has a here it is, Terradrome. Terradrome is a all horror fighting game. And from what I understand, it's pretty cool. I've never actually played it, but I believe it's pretty cool. But anyway, there are people who are saying that NetherRealm should do a horror fighting game because they have Freddy Krueger, they have Jason Voorhees, they have Leatherface, they have the Xenomorph from Alien. Did I say Jason? Yeah. Shoot. Who am I forgetting? Freddy, Jason, Leatherface. Oh, jeez. Alien, Predator. Oh man, I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. But those are just the ones they've already used. And I'm pretty sure with the access to WB, there are other characters that they can use. The Flash just got tried. Got tired of Quan Chi saying my existence. Couldn't tell exactly what Superman is supposed to mirror. Yeah, they just said just make him more powerful, essentially. DJ Chika Shui A, hope I'm saying that right. Are you playing the game MK vs DC? We're not playing it. No, we're just looking at we're just watching the endings to MK vs DC. We're not actually playing the game, but we're just going over the endings and talking about it. Do you remember? I mean, clearly you remember the game. Did you play the game? And if so, what character did you main? Corey says, no, man, it's real life serial killers like Jeffrey Dahmer and John Wayne Gacy. Oh, okay, I see, Corey. That sounds terrible. That sounds awful. I don't want to I don't want to give any praise to any of those people. I don't want to see a victory. I don't want to see anything that says Jeffrey Dahmer wins or Richard Ramirez wins. No, they lose always. And just also, what would they do? Just stabbing? I don't know. No, I'm all into the true crime stuff, but no, I don't want a video game where I play as one of them. With that being said, let's move on to the next ending.
Concerned that other worlds might once again invade Earth, Batman created an autonomous global security system to monitor any temporal breaches. His system, OMAC, Outer World Monitor and Auto-Containment, is designed to detect and trap invaders from alternate universes. OMAC has already discovered a breach in Metropolis.
That's not an ending. There's a breach in Metropolis. Okay, and what? Oh, gosh. Corey says Jeffrey Dahmer does not win, sir. Fatality. Yeah, exactly. Just the fact that that sort of screen would exist means I cannot support a game like that. Support says, the artwork looks like Superman is flexing and showing off in front of Shazam. I mean, when you're the Man of Steel, do you have any choice other than to flex? Like, you can't help but flex. Vlad says, serial killer fighting game kind of feels crass when you remember that they killed actual people. Exactly. Surely the victims' families would sue you to the ground. Oh, as they deserve to do so. Can you imagine seeing that? Like, John Wayne Gacy wins? No. With a body on the ground? No. Can't do that. if Ed Gein inspired Leatherface and John Wayne Gacy is like the Joker, then what about Jeffrey Dahmer? I don't know if John Wayne Gacy and the Joker are both clowns. They both have clown motifs, but they're not the same. Yes, Ed Gein inspired Leatherface and a whole bunch of other stuff, but Leatherface is fictional at the end of the day, and Ed Gein is not fictional. That's the main difference there. Okay. With that being said, let's jump into the next ending.
Returning to Themyscira, Wonder Woman learned that...
Whoa, okay. So, real quick. That's the Deadly Alliance, that's the Deadly Alliance symbol as the shield, right? And if I'm correct, that's Ashura's Kris for her sword. Okay. Maybe I'm just jumping the gun and they're going to mention that. Okay. My mistake. Let's go.
Returning to Themyscira, Wonder Woman learned that strange relics had been found scattered across the island. A sword, a shield, and a golden amulet, all pulsing with energy. Compelled to equip herself with the items, she was infused with powers beyond those bestowed upon her by the Greek gods. She and her Amazons are now unstoppable as they fight for the preservation of Earth.
Oh, I did not even notice Shinnok's amulet on her belt. That's kind of cool. I mean, the shield is not a real item. We've never seen that. That is the logo of the game for Deadly Alliance. You can see the V for 5, but it was never an actual relic. But Ashura's Kris is the actual sword, and of course the amulet of Shinnok is an actual thing. That's kind of cool, I guess. Wonder Woman is a thief in this universe because she just found the items. They were scattered. You can't, finders keepers. Possession is 9/10 of the law and all that. Corey says, I love how Wonder Woman looks in this game. You just love her thighs, sir. That's what you're looking at. Wonder Woman is so sexy and beautiful in this game. She's fictional, Corey. We've gone over this. Okay. And Corey's hormones aside, let's move on to the next ending.
Deathstroke emerged from the inter-universal conflict both wiser and more cautious. Assassins from another universe would be unwanted competition. To maintain superiority, Deathstroke created a band of powerful assassins outfitted in his image. He now serves as Grand Master of this fearsome Deathstrike clan.
So he creates the Lin Kuei, is what that sounds like. Hold on, what we got here? Support says, so she killed Ashura? No, she just has the relics. Just the relics were scattered on Themyscira. Not the body parts of the owners of the relics. She didn't kill them. At least that's what it seems. Corey says her thighs and her bare back. Oh gosh, Corey. These are pixels on a screen. Vlad says, no, hold up. Corey kind of spitting. Do not encourage. Do not encourage this man. Her bare back and shoulders too. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is Wonder Woman we're talking about here, okay? This is the princess of Themyscira. You're talking about royalty, okay? Have some respect. Show the proper respect. Support says, I'm forever calling him Slade instead of Deathstroke. Oh, clearly a Teen Titans cartoon fan here. right. We're almost done here, you guys. Let's jump into the next ending.
Using data stolen from the Special Forces, Lex Luthor constructed his own portal and breached the barrier that separated the two universes. There he encountered the sorcerer Quan Chi. Their combined power, intelligence, and near omnipresence will be unstoppable. Both worlds will fall prey to this deadly alliance.
No, he cannot be called a deadly alliance. Lex, two ball men, no luscious hair. That's not a deadly alliance. Slave just sounds cooler. Okay, I feel you on that. Why would Quan Chi even think to team up with Lex Luthor? This man can, well, I guess he has a giant robot suit. I guess that's a thing. Quan Chi then changed his mind last minute and decided to team up with Shang Tsung instead. Plus, you know Quan Chi's gonna betray Lex eventually. More like bald alliance. That was quick-witted, sir. All right, let's jump into the next ending.
In order to regain control of his power, Captain Marvel was guided by the wizard Shazam through a focusing ritual. At its apex, Captain Marvel unexpectedly visited a strange ethereal world, finding himself face to face with godlike beings calling themselves the Elder Gods. Now able to tap into these gods' powers, Captain Marvel has new abilities he is only just beginning to master.
So basically, this gives him Cetrion's powers, no? It's kind of interesting. Corey says this is literally the Bald Alliance. Yeah. I'm not arguing with you, sir. It is the Bald Alliance. Oh man, that's a kind of cool twist because Shazam harnesses power from gods, and of course Mortal Kombat has their own set of gods, so why can't he harness their powers as well? That's not a bad ending. Stop calling him Captain Marvel. He's not a woman. I mean, he's literally named Captain Marvel. That's his name. Vlad said, where's the rest of that ending? I agree with you. These endings are like one sentence, like one or two sentences, which is crazy, especially when we came off of the 3D games, which had pretty cool endings and more sizable than this. But in any case, that's just MK versus DC for you. But with that being said, let's jump into the next ending. Oh, wait a second. Wait. We got some more. Half of these feel like they were written like the last episode of the Sopranos, where it just goes black. Shazam became the one being. Not quite, but I see what you're saying. All right, you guys, next ending.
On a distant planet, a huge pyramid unexpectedly rose from beneath the ground. Its origin was unknown, but it seemed to emanate energy similar to what Batman detected from the invading universe. Green Lantern's nemesis, Sinestro, has learned of the pyramid's existence and is eager to acquire whatever secret it might contain. Hal Jordan knows only that its energy is dangerous, and that the Green Lantern Corps must stop the Sinestro Corps at any cost.
So, The Pyramid of Argus from Armageddon just randomly shows up. And Sinestro wants it. Okay. Okay. Shazam becoming the one being. Support says, so the Lanterns landing on Edenia and joined the Battle of Armageddon. Is that what you read into this? Like this is happening during Armageddon? Oh, and I guess Blaze is on top, and maybe that's what Sinestro is after. I guess. We'll never know. Also, you guys, I'm going to play the next ending in a little bit, and we're almost done with these endings. Which ending would you say is the best, and which ending is the worst? So think about that as I play the next ending.
Defeated, Shao Kahn was imprisoned in the Phantom Zone, used for holding dangerous Kryptonian villains because of its ability to render them powerless. Possibly due to the magical nature of his strength, however, the Phantom Zone had the opposite effect on Shao Kahn. Instead of neutralizing him, it revitalized the Emperor, allowing him to break free. With him are untold numbers of criminals released from millennia of imprisonment. Grateful, they have sworn allegiance to Shao Kahn and now follow him on his quest to conquer the universes.
No, what an oopsie. So Shao Kahn, the Phantom Zone makes him stronger. And I guess that's Zod beside him. I don't know who these other characters might be. I guess I'm not too familiar with Superman characters that deeply. Shao Kahn ending might be the only legitimate one, since he always comes back. He's like Chucky. I come back. I always come back. Okay, I think this might be the last ending. Let's knock this out. Here we go.
Imprisoned in the Netherrealm, Darkseid was left vulnerable. Shang Tsung attempted to steal Darkseid's soul, a source of immense power. In the midst of the magical assault, however, Darkseid reversed the soul drain, reducing Shang Tsung to a withered old man. Empowered by Shang Tsung's magic, Darkseid broke free of his bonds. Shang Tsung hastily pledged allegiance to Darkseid in an attempt to spare his own life.
The villains just become better in their endings. The villains just become better. Shao Kahn, I always come back, indeed. So Darkseid becomes Shao Kahn. I mean, basically, this is like almost an exact replica of the theater mode for Mortal Kombat 2, you know, when they play the story for Mortal Kombat 2 and the beginning of the arcade, and you see Shang Tsung on his knees in a similar fashion bowing to Shao Kahn. So yeah, this is basically him becoming Shao Kahn. Vlad, I'm about to fight a boss. Oh shoot, okay. Don't get beat up, sir. My guy took a cue from Sephiroth and sings his own battle music. What? Well, listen, Vlad, thank you for popping by. I really do appreciate it. I know you're a busy man. So thanks for hanging out for a little bit. And don't get beat up, sir. Now that we're done, I'm going to be ending soon as well. So good timing. Good timing. So what do you guys think? What was the best ending and what was the worst ending of MK versus DC? Personally, I'm not gonna lie, I'm fond of Sonya's ending. I kind of like the idea of having a Green Lantern ring that you can't recharge. I think that's a pretty cool plot point. Support says, can we talk about when Shang Tsung becomes old, his clothes change? Do they? Oh, I guess so. It turns into those robes, those weird purple robes. Vlad says I'll try not to. He's got 666 HP. Does he really? That's a tad on the nose, huh? That's very on the nose. But for worst ending, and there's a lot of good candidates for worst ending, I'm going to say I think I'm going to have to go with Kano. I think Kano had the worst because randomly he's Joker, randomly he hates Shang Tsung. A lot of them are pretty bad, but I feel like that was the worst. He's a devil. That's the joke. Yeah. I mean, I kind of grasped that he was probably some sort of demon or something with the 666 health. And I don't know why I immediately thought that when you said he sung his own battle music. When you said like Sephiroth, I just automatically thought demonic for some reason. So I guess that just came across that way. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna say best Sonya, worst Kano. Support says Kano, Shang Tsung will pay for bullying me in high school and stealing my future wife Sonya. It does kind of feel like he was trying to steal her, especially in MK2 when she's chained up. That's probably something Corey agreed to. All right, you guys, look, we've been streaming for a little over an hour and a half, and I think I'm going to call it for tonight. We got through these rubbish endings, but I most likely will be on. I'm going to be on again this weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. I'll definitely put out a post, and we're going to do some MK1. And then after MK1, I want to do another watch party for something. Maybe, but I don't want it to be something too long. I was going to say like the MK9 story. Maybe we'll just do the MK9 endings. After this game was MK9, so we'll see how much the endings improved from one game to another. We'll do the MK9 endings. Hold on. Support says, I can't really say what is the worst one. Only decent ones for me is Shao Kahn and Darkseid. Yeah, Shao Kahn and Darkseid I think are two of the best. Like they're definitely on the top tier of endings. Corey says, do Kitana design discussion. Okay. I'm going to need some time, though, to put together all the images. So most likely I won't be doing it this weekend, but we'll definitely do a Kitana design discussion. We can do that. Yeah, I like that idea. Especially the MK11 design. I know that's your favorite. Oh, we're going to spend some time on the MK11 Kitana. Absolutely. MK9 was so sexy, and they made Sub-Zero into a cyborg. They did. I thought that was a big deal when that happened. It was something that would have been shocking, but a friend of mine ruined it for me. I never let him forget that. All right, you guys. Well, listen. As I always say, time is our most valuable asset. So I want to thank you guys for spending some of your time with me here tonight. I appreciate you guys, and as always, don't get beat up out there. Peace.
Unky G's on that beat.